I just want to sit with you and converse with you, connect with you, enlighten you, teach you, and learn something from you. Madam Merkaba, I'm so grateful for your love and your support. It means so much for me. You've been with me through many, many things, silently and publicly. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my light. Madam Merkaba,
That's
Merkaba.
where I can see far.
Mm. Well. Good evening, good morning, good night. It depends on where you're at. Listen, I was going to come by tonight and do Midnight Metanoia, but I just did so much today. It was really, really hot. And I said, yeah, I don't want to be pooped. So what I think I'm gonna do is we're gonna go just a little bit. I won't keep you too long. We're gonna try to keep this under 30 minutes. But just kind of, talk about energy a little bit. And shout out to you all, my supporters, my contributors coming here, Jaleel. Y'all, come on in here. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate Wonder Medical. Yes, honey, got my gift, darling. Love it, honey. You know I love being spoiled, y'all. Listen, God, I be feeling like I'm the shit because, bitch. Anyway, let me get about that. Because it's not about that tonight. Tonight is about you using your power wisely. I like the word power. Power. Using that power wisely. Um, Another word, or we should say things that are used in connection to power, is knowing yourself and knowing just who you are, knowing where you come from, know where you're going. If you don't know who you are, you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going, you have no idea what your purpose is, then you have no power. And when you have no power, people are able to um, attack you, pun intended, non pun intended, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, verbally, and, really, knock you down the sides, as they say. There's three things I want to leave with this too before this is all said and done. That comes up for me is, and everyone who's going to be watching this and receiving a message on here is star ancestors, air guardians, and the wise one. Who, of course, if you do not know, the wise one is actually Santa Manta energy. And the wise one is the one that says grow within your current situation, regardless of what you're going through, regardless of how it may seem. Understand that it is for your greater good. Understand that the universe has a purpose. Okay. Going into the air guardian represents kingdom and queendomship. And this is a reminder to say shift your perception. Things may not be what it seems. You might see things as a bad thing. Let's say you're going too fast, you might lose shit while you're going too fast. But the air garden is to remind you to shift your perception and know that you're always in control. Nah, bitch, nah, bastard. It could take you off your motherfucking square. Okay. And the last but not least one is star ancestors. And this comes up a lot. Um, Star Ancestor is just to remind us to follow the voice of our soul. All of your ancestors from lifetime to lifetime, dimension, constellation, it doesn't matter. Their coding is within you. Something that I learned during this panoramic is when they use keywords like terror, life threatening, all these keywords are spirit actually telling you to apply these things to your life. Right now, they're talking about codifying, certain things. And it's really honestly telling you to pay attention. Okay, pay attention to the messages that are being sent to you physically, spiritually, whichever. So just very, very quickly before I jump into this video, I had a very, very powerful life changing experience. And something that, everything we're going to touch on this video, I think is very important for people who are spiritually in tune. I like to call it hypersensitive with energies and people. You know, this is going to definitely, help you in some way or another. And one thing about me, and everyone knows this about me, periodically I like to give myself breaks from people. And not like cut myself off from the world altogether, but just separate my energy from energies that are weighing heavy on me. Energies that I feel like are not pulling their own weight, so to speak. I feel like if I'm coming to a table or I'm bringing something to a table is what they call, that saying, what you bring to the table. When I'm coming together, gathering together with a sister, a brother, a teacher, whatever, whoever, any type of ship I'm in, relationship, intimate, personal, doesn't matter. I feel like we should all be able to carry our own weight, which means equal yoke. And I feel like when the yoke is not equal, this is when relationships go bad, friendships go sour, husband and wife shit, divorces pop up. And so I learned to keep that from going on, okay? And also to keep my sanity. I step back when I don't feel like reciprocity. The law of reciprocity is not at work when I'm dealing with people. If I do feel like you're carrying your own weight and I do feel like, you're afloat, whatever, I don't mind dealing with you when I'm doing my little spiritual detox and cleanse and all that. But if I feel like you're not, then I kind of step away a little bit to kind of let you do your thing and me do my thing. And so in this process, when I do that, a lot of stuff come up for me. And if it doesn't come up for me, it comes up for people because I'm asking while I'm doing this detox or fasting, spirit, what message applies to who, what I need to do. Should this be a long term vacation, you know, separation, or is this a part time? Are people going through their own stuff and I need to let them, find out on their own what it is they need to find out? And so, anyway, I noticed that this year, we could say this year, when I do this, because I've done it probably 3 times this year so far, things come to me and it comes to me like boom, 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 boom. And so 2 days ago, okay, 2 days ago, okay, the day before the new moon, which is actually, I believe, the day that we did the constellations and Taurus and the astrological stuff. And when I tap into stuff, y'all, that's why I be telling people that I be dealing with. I don't like to gossip about people, places, and things that I don't feel connected to, because somehow, where my spirit connects to that, and I'll start having visions of that. And so, to keep my visions clear and untainted, I don't go into that. So when I'm doing stuff with you guys, like midnight metanoia, and then of course this ancient secrets of univision, like I tap into things, and it blows my mind. And my mom is actually going to be come down here to visit, and maybe I'll let her, get on camera and tell y'all what happened. But uh yeah, the night going into the new moon, after leaving you guys to, because I had to wake up the next day early, I had a very interesting spiritual experience. And I won't keep you too long on this, but very quickly, I'm driving in a very big vehicle. Okay, I don't know if it's a Hummer. uh I don't think it's a Jeep, because I, ride in Jeeps and I don't feel it's that big, but it's a very big spacious vehicle. And I'm driving, there's nobody in the car. So that's very significant, very powerful, because when you're dreaming of people driving a vehicle that you're in, that means that you feel like your life is out of control and you don't have any control over it. And so I'm looking at this GPS on this screen, and it's a really big screen. I would say 24 inches by 24 inches. Like, it was a big ass screen, but I couldn't see out the window. And so the GPS is telling me to go through these lands to cross over water, right? And so I'm like, okay. So I'm driving and I'm going up a mountain. And literally, I feel myself come to like a how would you say it? I won't say a dead end, but it was like words like something was telling me you can't go past this point. So I reverse this big ass vehicle, bitch, make like a partial turn, and then I see these big old like, oh my god, honey, these houses were big, they were beautiful, they were gorgeous, like they were so big and so gorgeous that I was like, bitch, let me get out this car because I gotta see these houses. So I get out. And of course, when I get out, I instantly leave from what I saw I was at, a neighborhood. Um I felt like I was really, really high up in the air and I could see clouds below me. And it was moving, they were moving very quickly. And I can hear like some type of low rumbling noise. And then I get a tap, and it was my sister, the one that passed away 4 years ago. And I was so shocked to see her. I was like, "Oh my god," "Oh my god, sister." Ooh. And when I have these experiences with her, I know there's something serious going on, and she's bringing something to my attention. And so we're talking, and I ask her, "Where am I at?" And she tells me I'm in the center of the damn um galaxy. And I'm like, okay, okay. Well, I need to see some type of map, and I'm referring back to the GPS that I saw in the vehicle I was in. And she gave me this map, and I'm seeing these circular bubbles with like names of universes and shit. Like, one of the names I saw was like Splagger. The other one was like Cadet. Another one was like some weird name. It was like LVSULV. It was some weird shit. And she said, the energies in the universe is changing, and the weather on the planet Earth is going to be weird for a couple of years. It's because there's some type of battle going on in the middle of the galaxy now, y'all. Like, I'm getting chills right now every time this because it just blew my mind that she's my sister's telling me all this stuff. And so I'm telling her, like, when we gonna get down, because I'm afraid of heights. If y'all don't know that, now y'all know. I'm afraid of heights, and I could feel that we were so high in the air, and I'm like, okay, girl, so what we going to, so what we doing? And she said, well, I want to share some things with you. So I'm looking, and I'm seeing my brother fighting with someone, like he's arguing, and and this time I know it was something spiritual too, because like when you're in the spirit realm, things don't look how it looks in your waking life. So you might see a man in your dream, and when you wake up, it might be a woman, because that woman could have a man's spirit. And even going into language, sometimes it's like a little blah, 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 blah type of shit. And so I'm hearing, but I'm not hearing. I'm like, what the fuck is he? What is going on? And they're tussling a little bit, and then they disappear. So I took it as okay. My brother must be getting into it with somebody. Blah 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 blah. Bam. Then my sister jumps down from where we were at. We're like on some weird ass platform, and she leaves for a quick second, like very quick, and she comes back and she said, "Oh, I had to, see something." And I said, well, bitch, like, what were you checking out? And she said, "Oh," and then she dropped somebody's name. Now, I've never heard this person's name, y'all. But she said someone's name, and I was like, oh, okay, okay. And then she's like, "Let me show you something else." So, y'all, we literally end up back on Earth, and I saw everything flipped. Like people's left, and don't ask me how I knew this, but people's left side of their face was on the right side, and people's right side was on the left side, and the front of the car looked like on the back of the car. Like everything was like reversed like a damn mirror. And my sister showed me a car that I'd never heard of before. I'd never heard of, you guys, a Miata, Mazda Miata. Oh my god, I'm getting chills right now thinking about that. I've never heard of a Mazda Miata, and I saw this car clear as day with the name on the car. And so she's showing me this car, and I'm seeing my mom walk by like she's going into a grocery store. And I'm seeing this lady with this long black hair, it was a phony pony, long black hair. And my sister was like, "Oh my God, let me try to get mama's attention." And I said, "Oh, girl, she can't see you." And she said, "Well, she can manifest in the spirit realm." And I said, "No, she can't. You can manifest in the real realm, though." And she said, "No, no, she manifests over here." So she's like, "Mom, mom," trying to call my mom a name. And my mom was not paying attention. So of course I get emotional in this whole experience because I'm just like, oh my God, this is so sad. Like, in my waking state, I feel like that's my mom, trying to connect with my sister. So I was like, what the hell? So she gave me another name. She showed me this Miata Mazda and she showed me all this stuff. She showed a letter that my mom was writing. It was flipped around. I could read it, but I really couldn't read it. And I'm just like rubbing my eyes and shit, y'all, taking off, like rubbing my eyes, like doing some weird shit I could not see, but I can see that there was words there and I could see the money there. And so she said a whole bunch of other stuff to me, and literally what woke me up is that my AC turned off and it woke me up. And it woke me up. I immediately started texting everything that I just experienced in this dream. Everything, y'all. Like looking back at the text message, it really didn't make no sense, but it was very, very long. When I actually woke up, this was around maybe 7:33 in the morning. When I actually woke up, which was actually 11:11, I immediately called my mom and I asked her, you know, where's this Miata Mazda coming at? And she's like, I don't even know what type of car it is, what it looked like. I said, well, I Googled it and I believe they haven't made it since the 1990s or it was first built in 1989. But this car that I saw was silver, was two door. And I saw you writing something on a letter with money. I saw, I told her my brother's name, getting into it with somebody. He appears to be Hispanic, but I feel something Asian with it. And then there's a woman involved and a kid involved. So anyway, I'm breaking my mom down with all this stuff. And she was gagging because she has a coworker that she's befriended who's actually dying. And I think I told y'all this. She's actually dying because she's been drinking. And see, that's how I want my mom to call in, or she's gonna be here on the camera because this lady is 40 years old, you guys. This lady has been drinking since 16, and this lady is dying because her body is so damaged. And when I tell people about drinking and smoking, people assume that I'm judging people. But I'm telling you, prematurely you're taking yourself out. This lady was smoking, started drinking, excuse me, at 16, y'all, until 40, and she's done. Like they're always operating on her, and she really thinks that this is her last surgery that's actually coming up. So my mom is telling me all this stuff, and she's like, she drives a two-door silver car, and I said, well, I want you to Google it, to tell me if that's her car. So, she's breaking down the car note. She's breaking down, she's at this grocery store. And I said, yeah, I see you were looking at something like a seasoning or something. And, I'm just I'm giving my mom a rundown of what she was doing at this store. And my mom gets silent. I'm thinking that my phone got disconnected or something because one of my phones, the One Plus, is just acts so stupid. But my mom, was telling me that it's so weird because at that moment, she said that she felt my sister. Now, y'all, I didn't tell my mom at this moment that my sister showed me money. My sister showed me this car. I didn't tell her none of this. She literally told me at this moment, I felt your sister. And I told her, she showed me everything I'm telling you right now. Everything I'm telling you, she showed me. And she's really trying to get your attention. She's really trying to connect with you. And you've been thinking about her a lot. And, I just kind of broke down once again what I do, what messages I got from her, and, to take this easy and, just watch out for this and that. And so, y'all, like, really, yesterday, I was on a whole other frequency. Even going into today, and then, of course, this is now the third day because now it's Saturday, but I'm on a whole nother frequency. And this is why I say I don't like to really connect with people like, because some people feel like, I'm depressed, or maybe I'm antisocial, or maybe I'm feeling like I'm too good for them. But when you are a spiritual inclined person and you do this stuff for a living, for one, and then you also are hypersensitive, like other people's energies and feelings and thoughts intertwine with my own. And sometimes it's hard for me to distinguish my own from them. To where, bitch, sometimes like that's why I got a therapist. But I'm feeling like, bitch, am I going crazy? Because I don't drink, I don't smoke. But one day out the blue, bitch, I just have an urge to go smoke a cigarette. Or one day out the blue, whatever, just things will happen. And once again, therapist saying no, there's something going on there. You feel like you're connected with something, and these energies are popping up. Once again, my therapist does not know that I do spiritual work. She does not know I'm a spiritual counselor. She don't know none of that. So, once again, going into the initial thing of why I'm doing this video, uh, like I said, energies are very strong this year. Next year, they're even going to be stronger. If you don't know, I don't watch the news, but you pay attention to news on everything, on all levels, okay? And you tell me what you're seeing and tell me what you're feeling and tell me what energies are trying to be stirred up. Going into the name or the word I have on this screen, because I want to get into, because I said I was going to keep y'all less than 30 minutes, we're already 21 minutes in. Going into the word abundance. Abundance is a very large quantity of something. I've been really talking about this a lot lately with the people I deal with personally since the end of last year around winter solstice. And I mentioned about living in abundance. Life gives abundantly. Life give, you know, abundantly. And the more you need something and you actually take the time out to get it, the universe will align you with all of your needs. Well, you don't have to rob, cheat, steal, scam to get where you need to get to. The universe will always give you what you need. And when you feel like, because this go both ways, we have yin and yang. When you feel like you have to you're too obsessive and you have to hold back on something, like I don't want to eat too much because I feel like I'm gonna gain weight. I don't want to dance too much because I feel like I might gain weight. Whatever, I'm using that as an example because of course, when I do the spiritual work, people come to me for those things like that. um Weight loss, addictions of all sort, which of course could be a food addiction. I was once there, honey. Hello. But going into that once again, when you feel like I need to step back, I need to deprive myself, I need to shut myself off from that because if I don't, then blah 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 blah, then the universe will make sure that you have even more deprivation. The universe will give you once again what you feel like you need. Okay, the universe is always meeting your needs. And so, of course, you might think that it's only with money, like, oh, hey, I'm really trying to buckle down on my money, even though your savings ain't really going nowhere. Um, or, hey, I'm trying to buckle down on food, even though you're really not, because, every now and then you'll cheat on your diet or you have a day or 2 days, 3 days, a week, whatever, where you pig out, whatever. The universe will give you what you need both ways. And also going into the sense of lacking, right? You either feel complete where your cup runneth over, or you feel like you're lacking something where your cup is empty and it's always going to be empty. So when things are poured into it, some that's the way the cup is going to fall over. And once again, when you feel like you have enough and you want it to overpour, like I have enough, but I don't have enough, once again, then it will just keep overpouring and it will hit all areas of your life. So we want to get in a state of living abundantly. We want to live in a state of saying that I have enough, I will have enough. And once again, like I mentioned the other day, saying you're safe and secured where you're at. I'm happy, I'm content, I'm good. And of course, if you really don't feel that, the universe will see you start making room for other things and you will get that. You don't have to work harder, you're going to work smarter. So that also goes into, okay, something I'm going to leave you with the 12 universal laws of financial prosperity. And when we're saying financial prosperity, we're not only talking about money, okay, because prosperity does not, it goes beyond money. Okay, it goes with everything you need. Okay, all of your needs. Financially is good because you need money to pay for things, but money is not always that paper with Andrew Jackson on it. Sometimes money is other things. So going into the 12 laws, we have first the first law of abundance. And if you do not know, abundance is what brings in happiness, joy, and good health. If you feel like your health is thrown off, if you feel like you have any type of disease in your body, it doesn't matter what it is, high blood pressure, diabetes, there is something going on with your abundance. You're not living abundantly. You're not living in the flow of abundance. Abundance, of course, is a natural state. And noticing the abundance you already have in your life enables you to receive more. Feeling that you're healthy, feeling like you're happy, feeling that you're joyous, once again, the universe will bring you more of that. More things to be healthy with, more things to be happy about, more things to be joyous for. Only noticing what you don't have will attract more scarcity. Only saying, hey, I don't really have that. I need to ABCFG to get that. So let me hold back. Once again, you will always stay in that arena. So, a good example going into savings. A lot of people think the more you hold back on your money, the more money you're going to get. A penny saved is a penny earned. That's true to an extent. But in reality, we're not talking about you donating money out to people. So we're talking about you using your money to get what you need and don't feel bad about it. If you need a new pair of shoes, spend that money on a new pair of shoes. Don't be like, oh my God, I just spent that money. I got to get that money back. No, no. If you feel like you need it, spend your money on that. If you believe that you have to struggle to make money, then the way you'll receive money is by struggling to generate it. And that's always the first rule of thumb. Abundance is your natural state of being. Going into the Bible, going into Islam, going into the Quran, okay, whatever. Islam, Quran, Judaism, Christian, okay. They teach you this prosperity, abundance, health, okay. The next one is the law of attention. Whatever you give attention to manifest. This is why I don't be looking at other bitches and want to be witches. I stay in my own motherfucking lane, and whoever's in the lane with me, I will gravitate towards them. But I'm not out here checking on anybody else's IG, Facebook, anybody else's Friendster, Bigo, no tea, no shade. I'm not out here doing it because once again, what you focus on is what will manifest. If you're trying to be the biggest, baddest, best that you can be, then you need to focus on self. You need to focus on what you got going on and what you plan on doing when you get mo. Okay? That's what I said, bitch. A bitch like me is never pressed. Okay? I just have to throw that up in there. Focusing on positive thoughts as much as you can, as well as committing to your goals and your dreams. Okay? And stop over analyzing everything will allow you to attract, okay, what it is that you need. So the law of intention is to be mindful of your thoughts, words, and actions. Because once again, this leads into the law of attraction. The law of attraction says that all of your experiences are based on your thoughts and your thoughts are expanded. So if you feel like you're a bad bitch, the universe will make you a bad bitch. If you feel like I'm weak, poor old transgender me, poor old innocent black woman me, poor old innocent white man me, poor old innocent or Muslim woman me, then of course you're gonna have more of those poor experiences. You will always experience what your dominant thoughts and emotional responses are. That's why I tell you, I hate seeing videos where people are feeling like they're being racially attacked, racially victimized, and they get so riled up by it. What? You just called me, bitch? What? And they go crazy. Like I seen a lady literally come out her wig uh last year. I didn't ask you nothing, Google. You need to mind your damn business. I literally saw a lady come out her damn wig last year because mama felt like a lady was calling her something racial and she wasn't, because I heard everything out. She was not calling her nothing racial. She was just like, I need you to step back. And she was like, what you say? Like, girl, this lady was like, girl, she was putting that hair behind. I should have recorded that shit. Putting that weave behind her ear to where, bitch, that whole damn wig came out. And I said, see that right there? That's why I got stuck in the box. Because, bitch, you can't get past. Okay. You will attract into your life the people and circumstances that are in your alignment with what you think and what you motherfucking feel. Always remember that. Okay. Going into the law of clarity. When you're clear about your deepest desires and will, others will respond accordingly. And not other people per se, but everything will respond accordingly. Okay? When you're clear about your desires, okay, this is what I want and I will not settle. When people say, don't say what you don't like because you get more of that. No, no, baby. That's what they say with you because you simple minded, bitch. If I say I don't want this, and that, I want to do this, bitch, this is my life, this is my prerogative. And it's why I've elevated 3 steps up. Bitch, you better, you better ask somebody. You better ask somebody. Ow. And one thing I want to make for sure with you is you should always stand clear of a person's mission. And see, I don't tell people my mission anyway, honey. Mind your business. Going into the law of flow. The universal energy flows downstream like a river. And if the flow is blocked, the river overflows. This is also with your emotions. If you keep anger, fear, doubts, and worry more suppressed, it's only a matter of time before your emotions overflow into negative ways. This is why, once again, people be like, "Oh, this bitch too sensitive." Baby, if you make me feel away, I'm gonna let you know. If you make me feel away, I'm gonna let you know. If I feel like you're being cheap, if I feel like you're being stupid, if I feel like you're being dumb, whatever, I'm gonna tell you, bitch. Like, this is how you're making me feel, bitch. First of all, because bitch, we're interacting, so this is what I feel like, and I have a right to voice my concern and my opinion. Okay. And even going into you offending me, if you offend me, if you make me say, listen, honey, I'm very offended by this. I think you're a little, you being fakely, I think you lying, whatever. Like, this is why I'm always expressing myself because I understand the law of flow. And if it's backed up, bitch, ain't nothing coming through. So, bitch, if you offend me and I got to make it clear that you offended me, bitch, you ain't blocking my blessings, honey. Go ahead. You can play with that all day long if you want to. You could block your own blessings, girl, by holding it in. And don't you tell them that. And don't you share nothing. And don't you do. Okay. Going into the law of giving and the law of receiving, both of these laws, like other aspects of the flow of energy, when you give what you seek, you're also keeping the flow of abundance in the universe circulating in your life. The beauty of giving is always, the fact is that you will have an opportunity to receive. Okay. And once again, we're not talking about you donating to people, donating to charity. Honey, if you feel like you got something from somebody, I don't know, maybe somebody ministered a good word to you. Ow, ow, come on in here. You received the message. Oh, come on in here. But you have not given out any motherfucking thing. And that's why you motherfucking trap, bitch. Ow, come on in here. Going into the law of intention. Attaining what you desire starts with setting a clear intention. The clearer you are about your intention, the more likely that it is that you'll achieve what you're desiring. I keep talking about this, and when people ain't in your mission, when people ain't on your level, bitch, you gotta let them go with love. In the name of love. Shout out to Auntie Wendy. That's what she said, girl. In the name of love. The next law is the law of manifestation. This law is connected to the law of attraction. Manifestation is the ability to bring something into physical reality. Through the law of attraction, you know that what you focus on expands. Focusing on positive outcomes and results that you want is vital. When you're doing the work to manifest a desire, You're not saying, "Oh God, I hope this candle work. Oh God, I hope this prayer work. Oh God, I hope it happen." You said, "No, bitch, it's gonna happen." Bitch, I'm telling you right now. Today marked the day, July 30th, 2022. I'm giving it 30 motherfucking days that A, B, C, D, E, and G is gonna motherfucking happen, and watch it happen. Watch it happen. The last but not least, or excuse me, we got okay. Not the last but not least. We're gonna skim on through, honey. Okay, hello. Not the last but not least. I was gonna end it there, but ow, I can't let y'all hang like that. The law of non-attachment. Okay, this is surrender and releasing all your attachments to the exact outcome of what you desire. Okay, know that it's going to happen, but don't worry about how it's going to happen. Just know it's going to happen and allow the universe to do its thing and say, "Universe, how can I be aligned? Oshun, Yimaya, Mamo, okay, Mashumba. How do I align myself with the vibration of me manifesting in my life the love that I need, the support I need, the protection that I need on all levels?" And this is what you're going to be saying. Okay, hello? Going into the law of prosperity, what we were talking about before, not too long ago. Okay, the first thought that likely come to mind, of course, with prosperity, you think we're talking about money. Okay, okay. Yes, money is there, but of course, prosperity means much more than that. Money is what you need in the physical world. It's the symbol of prosperity in the physical world. But this also, once again, goes into a deep sense of abundance and well being. This includes the belief that the universe is richly abundant in all ways. So I will always have what I need. Although I feel full, I know that I'm going to always want, and the universe is going to always provide. Okay. Going into that versus thinking the opposite. Okay. A disempowered mindset is like the poor soil. It is very difficult to grow beautiful plants and vegetables in it. It is important to keep your soil clean, pure, and organic. And this also means going into, once again, keeping your energy, saying, "Listen, I need to, detox for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months." It's your life. You can do what the hell you want. And anybody got a problem with a bitch, I gotta let you go. How? Because we not Siamese twins, honey. I don't gotta see you every day. You don't gotta see me every day. We don't gotta hang out every day, honey. Okay, hello. Going into the law of success. The law of success says you enact this law when your personal energy resonates with the energy of your desired outcome. Oh, come on in here. The law of success. Oh, come on in here. Because when we're doing witchcraft, hoodoo, voodoo, shamu, lanu, we are hoping for success in our work. We're hoping for success in our endeavors. So we're hoping for it. We have to allow our personal energy to resonate with the energy of our desired outcome. That's like I keep telling y'all. You want to be in love, but you hate yourself. You want to be healed and whole, but you're drinking and smoking, pop locking, dropping, fucking and suck on anybody you want to fucking suck on. And girl, it is what it is. That's your life. But like I said, don't get upset at me, the messenger, when I remind you, baby, you got a hole in your lip because you sucked too much dick raw and you don't know which dick you was sucking on. Baby, you're missing your hair falling out because your crown chakra's blocked. Hello? Yeah, don't shoot the messenger on the message that it should be clear. Going into the last but not least law is the law of limitless thinking. Not limited thinking. And I also want you to understand too, the 12 laws I just mentioned right now, the people that rule this dimension want you to be the exact opposite of that. That's why you say it's a struggle and it's hard. It's hard out here in the streets. It's hard out here in the jungles. Baby, it's hard out here for a pimp, a goddess, a god. It's hard. But you have to understand that your mind, oh, come on in here, is unboundless. Oh, come on in here. Your mind is infinite. Your mind is limitless. limitless. And if your mind, if your comprehension, if your level of understanding is limitless, then why can't your life experience become that? Oh, come on in here. Positive thinking impacts our reality, health, and well being. Oh, come on in here. And if you're sick, oh, the devil's a lie. If you're sick, you are not thinking positively. If you got money problems, because you're broken in the inside, I'm telling you right now, you got to change the way you think. If you got any type of sickness, it doesn't matter what it is, you are sick because you're not thinking positively. Positive thoughts add to the positive energy of our entire universe. The opposite is also true. Negative thoughts add to negative energy. People that like to stress out a lot, worry a lot, I told y'all before and I'm going to tell y'all again, they will have something with the digestive tract. It'll be something with the mouth. You'll get cold sores in the mouth, ulcers of the mouth. Of course, girl, there could be underlying conditions, but we're talking about physical manifestation shit. There'll be something going on with the esophagus, some going on, going all the way down to the booty hole. You're gonna have digestive problems, gastroenteritis stuff. Like you're gonna have that. That's worrying and stressing the fuck out. That's letting person, place, and things get under your motherfucking skin when it shouldn't. Now, of course, that's a little sidetrack going into my little vision that I had the other day. I found out that at the center of the galaxy, y'all, if you don't know now, you know, it's actually the constellation of Sagittarius. And I found out that there's something in Sagittarius that they no longer call Terabellum, but in my vision, it was called Terabellum. That is a binary star system. And either way, there's actually a diamond with four stars. Okay. Anyway, y'all do your research on that. I just found it so amazing that we were talking about the constellation of Taurus and the demonic experience with that, right? And this pops up. Now, another thing that I find very interesting, I think that in this experience that I had, I do feel like I was in the first heaven. Now, of course, going into the cosmology of ancient Judaism, Hebrew Christianity, they believe that there's seven heavens, and the seventh heaven is only for gods. It's not for humans at all. But humans does have access to the first, I believe, five or six levels of heaven. Now, I told y'all this before, and you could do your own research on this because someone called me a motherfucking fool, and bitch, you can kiss my ass and my mama's ass too. I told y'all that Adam and Eve was on the Garden of Eden, and the Garden of Eden was on the planetary or the lunar frequency. People's like, bitch, what the fuck is it they're talking about? And ISIS and this and that. Do your research. What's in the first heaven? You do your research. If you do not know, I will let you know now. They said in the first heaven it is water. Okay. It is made up of water. And in the first heaven, that's where Adam and Eve. Oh, come on in here. Bitch, you can pull it up right now. If you need me, bitch, I will share the fucking screen. Adam and Eve is in the first level with the stars and other angelic beings. Do your research. Do your research, bitch. And we clearly could see the first heaven with our fish eyes too. And not everything, but the planet or the frequency or the excuse me, the planet, I said it right, moon, okay, because moon is planetary energy. We can see that visually with our eyes. Can we get there? No, we can't in the physical body. I don't give a fuck what they say. The scientists carry that all day long. That they get there, they've been there, they trace this and that, girl. They're lie, they're lie, they're lie. Bitch, it is what it is, girl. I don't give a fuck about that. Mm-mm, mm-mm. They be lying up their ass. But anyway, honey, just want to share that with y'all very quickly, very lightly. Going into the next thing, okay? Because like I said, we can do Midnight Metal tonight, but it's okay. We're gonna be dropping some other gems tonight. Ow, ow. Going into the next thing, honey, empathy. As I mentioned before, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Now, I want to say this because people think that empathy is only that. Like, I can feel your feelings, your ideas. So I'm going to walk on eggshells because I don't want to hurt your feelings. On the flip side to empathy, which I've learned in the past 3 years, honestly and truly, is that empathy is also seeing other people's potential and seeing that they could be the best, whatever it is they want to be, but they don't want to live up to that potential. So you become so drained and irritated with them because you want them to shine in their own lane and they're not doing it. And so that becomes very emotionally draining to you. That becomes very um, mentally draining because once again, going into not just being an empath person, but also being somebody who could see stuff, being very, intuitive. I see people's potential, people's goals, and people try to say, once again, non intuitive people, people that know nothing about anything, would be like, well, for me, I had a vision for you. So why aren't you living at that vision? But as we mentioned before, and I always tell you, we go back to even past life experiences, girl, or past chapter experiences. People own business that I know, and I told them, God told me you need to do A, B, C, D, F, G to the business. They didn't listen, they lost the business. Some people was like, listen, I want an ABC to G. What should I do? And I said, listen, this is none of my business, but I think you should do this now. And they didn't listen to me. They were like, well, I don't think that's good for me. I know what's best for me. Bam, they felt, and I'm not the person to say I told you so, but I'm like, okay, girl. So it's like, girl, I see things for people. Once again, why I wanted to offer work for people, because I can see what's good for you. I know you know what's good for you too, but sometimes you're possibly indecisive. And I'm like, listen. So once again, being an empathic person and also being very intuitive, once again, I have to step back because people will even say, once again, I want to be the top of the line model. Let's say that's a good example. I want to be the best IG model I can be. And you're like, okay, well, I know some top of the line IG models, okay? We're not close friends, but I can message them right now and they will respond to me. And I see where you could go with that, but you need to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But instead, what this model wants to do, they want to look at other people, they want to copy what other people are doing, and then they wonder why they're not really growing. They wonder why their growth is taking a little, a lot longer. And it's like, listen, you stated to me this is what you wanted to do, and I don't see you working for that. So once again, that becomes very draining because if I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. Anybody out there who knows me personally, bitch, you go ahead and you hold me accountable and you let me know right now, bitch, if I ever said any goal I was gonna do and I've not achieved that goal in the time frame. If I say, bitch, I'm not dealing with you for a year because I need to work on myself, bitch, I'm not dealing with you for a year and I'm gonna work on myself. And when you see me in a year, you're gonna be like, damn girl, you have changed. Like I mean what I say. I say what I mean what I say. A lot of people that I dealt with, and it's not just people personally, but it's people in the world, period. They don't keep their shit up. And so for me, I'm like, damn, like I'm trying to elevate and I'm not seeing you elevate. I'm seeing you shoot out what you want to do, but you're not doing it. Once again, that becomes very draining for me. Very energetically draining because of course we're interacting and you're voicing to me that you want to be the baddest. And every day I gotta hear that. But yet you're not really fully living that out. So once again, that becomes very draining for me. And even I'm sure you guys have the experiences, those of you who are very hypersensitive and or an empath. So, of course, going into self care, self care for the empath. We talk about this before. This is very, very important. We know that taking care of self will open the roads of opportunities for you. It would also keep your health nice and up. Okay. And of course, going into success in all levels, putting yourself first is the best thing you could do. Honey, they said what they say, the worst is last. Honey, if you don't put yourself first, you can't do for other people. Once again, if you can't love yourself, how are you gonna love somebody else? Because you can't give people love if you don't know how to give yourself love. It does not work that way. Okay. It does not work that way. As an empath, once again, we have a strong desire to heal people that we love and care about. And that is the hardest part right there because you see trauma with people, you feel that trauma, especially like I said, if you're not a healed person and you see trauma in other people, you're gonna get in that trauma with them. Oh, girl, let's go party. Girl, let's go drink it up. Girl, let's go suck, fuck, whatever. When you're a healed person and you see people in that trauma, they're not healed from that, you want to help them. And sometimes that could become overbearing. I was told that sometimes it comes across strong, like you're shaming people, and it's like as adults though, and I would think that everybody that I deal with, I would think that they are adults and I would think that they're spiritually mature. I said it right, spiritually mature, that you should know when to get help for yourself. So if I have to tell you to get help for yourself, or I have to be like, yeah, this person is not healed, and you're like, but I am healed. No, you're not, because there's a lot of positions that you're in right now that you want to be in if you were healed. Once again, that becomes very draining for me because I have these thoughts in my head and these feelings that I'm feeling, and I can't really express them because they might come across too overbearing or too rude or too strong. So I'd rather keep my distance. I'd rather not, offend people. Okay. So like I said, it becomes very, very hard. Okay. And also once again, going into our feelings. Sometimes other people's feelings will influence our feelings. You might be in the best of the best mood. I'm in a feeling to manifest today. I want to work today. And you might deal with people that don't really want to work like that. Maybe their work ethic is not as great as yours. Maybe yours is like 10, 10, 10. I'm working 12 to 16 hours a day. I'm doing it. And then their work period might be only 4 hours. And they might do that once a month. So it's like the work ethics ain't there, bitch. Once again, the energy that becomes very, very draining. That becomes very, very, whoo, like unsettling. Like, damn, okay, okay. Once again, drawing that energy, right? Because we're wanting to help physically, we're wanting to help spiritually, we're wanting to help whatever, right? It becomes very exhausting, and very, 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 very draining. And this is also draining on our spirit, our emotions, and our mental bodies. And y'all, sometimes I will feel so frustrated with people that I know that can do better than what they're doing energetically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, doesn't matter. And I will sometimes not lash out, but I will say things the wrong way. Like I will be like, yeah, if you wasn't so dumb right, or why are you speaking so dumbly? And it's not me like really saying why you speaking dumb. It's just like, bitch, I gotta say what's on my mind. Like, uh, yeah, I don't feel like you're really expressing yourself the way you should be expressing yourself. I feel like you're holding things back or you're trying to be PC. Like I told this to one of my sisters, and I love her dearly. But I always feel like she tried to be very politically correct with words. Like, baby, if you already told me that you pushed the lady down the stairs, you don't need to tell me that you bumped the lady down the stairs. Or what is the correct word for shoving somebody? Oh, I said it, shoving. Like, honey, you already told me you pushed the lady. You don't need to tell me you shoved her. Ma'am, you already, because now I'm starting to think the story is fake. And I'm not saying you're lying, but I'm like, when people are giving fake storylines, they like to repeat themselves. And I learned that. They like to say the same thing over and over and over. And sometimes the story is the same way, sometimes it's a different way. Or, well, I left that out in the story. And it's just like, no, bitch, you might be lying. Okay. And you don't got a lot to kick it. I don't care who you are. Okay. So it's like, yeah, honey, you already said you pushed her. You don't need to be like, what do you call that? Shove. No, no, no. You said you pushed her, bitch. We understand push and shove are the same thing, bitch. Okay. Hello. So, like I said, I become very draining. Okay. And I even say this too, and I know people that I do it personally be gagging because I'd be like, I feel like this is pulling energy. And they'll be like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I feel like this is pulling energy. And I'll say that once again because it becomes very taxing because where we're going with the conversation, I don't feel like we're going anywhere. And that could be a back and forth bickering. That could be a fight. That could be like, shut up, whatever. Like, this is not elevating me. Like, I'm in the spirit of manifesting and getting things done, and you're not because you don't really have things that you have to deal with, just got you to worry about. So yeah, this energy is being knocked off. Yeah, bitch, let me give you a break. So once again, it goes into loving thyself, taking care of thyself, spending time alone, like I said, cutting yourself off from other people. Okay? Cutting yourself off from other people to let your energy charge up. For me, like I said, back in the day, I never did that, y'all. Back in the day, years ago, I used to just deal with people, always be in my spirit and be like, yeah, spirit showing me this and that. Some people thought it was a joke. At the end of the day, when one of our friendships ended, somebody was like, hey, listen, how do I do A, B, C, D, F, G? And I had to gag because I'm like, girl, years ago, you used to make fun of that. When the full moon came around and I had my crystals, you used to make these little howling noises and shit. And then now that you're at the state that you're in, now you're needing my assistance. So you always was aware of this shit and you knew what I was doing was correct. That's why you're like, damn, how the fuck is this bitch manifested? And I told y'all the story and we will talk about it again very lightly and politely. I met a group of people. This when I first got into the cam industry, and people were gagging because my videos were being used as promo for websites like Pornhub, XTube, and cam shows. They were also a little jealous because the company was actually reaching out to me to be a sponsor for the company 3 months in. So one of the heifers got mad and lied and told the website and the sponsorship, because one of the things, if you want to be a sponsor, you cannot be affiliating yourself outside the site, which means you cannot be like, here's my personal email. Here's where you can reach me. And one of the girls lied and told them that I was giving information out like I was escorting, and they came in your room and they're like, okay, yeah, we don't know what you're doing right now. Yes, you do, but you see me, I'm naked on cam right now. But yeah, we basically need to know what's going on. Wait, what happened? Yeah, we got this email letting us know that you gave a client your escorting link. And I said, really? And then girl, they showed me the link. And I said, right when I saw that shit, y'all, I said, this is a fucking transvestite tea right now. And I knew who it was, y'all. I said, okay. They said, yeah, we're gonna have to uh uh take away the sponsorship and we're gonna have to suspend you for a couple of days till we decide what we're gonna do. Y'all, I said, I know my spirit's gonna unlock this damn door. I said, bitch, I know my spirit's gonna unlock this door. So, girl, the little girl who did it, girl, she told on herself on the third day. And that day is when they unlocked the account, girl. But I said, you ragtail doll ass bitch. You Bob the Builder, elongated fucking earthworm Jim looking bitch. Like, girl, she tried it, girl. Lace front twisted all around and shit. Like, girl. And mom was mad because she's been on this site for 10 plus years. And all they gave her was veteran status. With veteran status, girl, you get 70% of your earnings. So she couldn't see it for the bitch, for a girl like me to be veteran, girl. She said, bitch, we got to fuck it up now. But it's okay, girl. Like I said, we got that shit right together, bitch. No tea, no shade. Mama's on the other side. Wishes she woulda, coulda, shoulda. Anyway, going into the last but not least section of this video is the aura. Nam yo ho renge kyo, nam yo ho renge kyo. We get off praise and honor to our ancestors and the spirits that guide us and mold us. Oh, girl. Here we go. Bella getting up like I'm saying goodbye, y'all. This girl really thinks she knows spirit. I need you to back up. I need you to back up, honey. You're doing too much. I need you to back up. Girl. Yeah. Bella really thinks she knows sign language, y'all. I kid you not. When I put my hand in a certain position, she think that means something else. Look, girl, I need you to lay it on down. You don't got nothing else to do. Anyway, going into auras, if you do not know auras, okay, we have layers of energy around us. Okay, our chakras feed into these energies. So if you don't understand that, I want you to get into your chakras. But these energies that are in our body, the chakra system, um, if they're strong, they're all strong, you will have a very high aura. You'll, vibrate in high frequency. People will be drawn to you, uh, good and bad, unfortunately. Or you'll be trying to hide and they'll be trying to chase you the fuck down. And you got to sometimes pull out a weapon, make a threat, because even, people used to say, when a man is chased after you, why don't you tell them your tea and they'll run? That don't make them run, bitch. They really want it after that. When you be like, honey, you don't want me. And they're like, what? Why not? Because I'm a special girl. And they're like, I like special girls. Not that type of special, honey. And then, girl, when you tell them that, then they're like, oh, really? Well, we can work around that, baby, because I like your mouth. Oh, no, honey. Mm-mm. You need to get the fuck back. Anyway, so the aura is a balloon or egg shaped around us once again, and it becomes a barrier. Okay, it's a barrier. And like I tell you, when you connect with people, you are exchanging energy, you're opening up these layers to let these people in, literally. That's I keep telling people. Sex, I think I saw something about orgasm and stuff. I never had an orgasm. Yes, you have. You just never had a physical orgasm. But an orgasm is through exchanging energy. Talking to people is orgasm, connecting with people, and oh my God, I love being around this person. That's an orgasm. Okay. Eating good food, that's an orgasm. Oh my God, I love eating hot Cheetos with hot sauce. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, bitch, that's a fucking orgasm. So anyway, letting people in once again um, will fuck you up. Okay, it could fuck you up. Sometimes if they have a strong aura, not sometimes. If this is why you want to deal with people that are strong in spirit. When they have a strong aura and you got a strong aura, when you all come together, it's gonna be powerful, strengthened, beautiful, and things are gonna happen. I told y'all the story many, many times back in the day. Okay. Anyway, I've not had that experience since then, unfortunately. But no shade to anybody. But when the energy is depleted, something is damaged, a chakra is not being balanced correctly, once again, things happen. Okay, things happen, energy leak out. Of course, going into arguing, bickering back and forth, being disconnected. People say that couples have arguments and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I think there's a difference between arguing and disagreeing because everybody doesn't see things your way. But if you're actually getting to the point to where you're like, fuck you B, and he like F you B, you dog face, yeah, that's not what lovers do and shit, girl. Like that's some negative energy. Something infiltrated that girl. Maybe he cheating, maybe she cheating. And there's no tea no shade with that baby, but maybe he cheating or she cheating. So either way, we want to keep our energies nice and strong. Of course, our auras are always changing depending on how we're feeling, what we're thinking, what we're doing. Our aura will be different. Once again, it'll be color different. Maybe today it'll be golden, tomorrow it'll be white, it'll be purple the following day, maybe it might be black, whatever. It's always changing. And of course, going into fear, okay, fear is the number one thing to weaken your aura. And with fear, once again, when the aura is weak, you do get sick. Okay. I'm gonna give you good examples of knowing if your aura is strong and healthy and you are energetically protected. Now, when I'm telling you this means people who are doing witchcraft against you, people who are doing hexes and curses. Oh, come on in here. They're doing black magic against you. They're burning black candles and black cats and black chickens, and they're working with these demons and Asmodeus and Lucifer and Satan and Sarah Wynn and Mama Dia and all this other good shit. When they're sending this energy to you, baby, it cannot penetrate that egg. Think of it as a bulletproof vest. Think of it as a bulletproof glass. Think of it as, bitch, you keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Think about you looking in on the outside, but you're never going to be able to touch this type of thing. And how to raise these frequencies, of course, the most important one is through the emotion, which is love. Love. That's why they say you're not supposed to hate nothing. You could dislike and hate is two different things, but you're supposed to love people, love things. I love the beauty of earth. I love the beauty of people. I love the fact that we're all different. I love the fact that there's gays here with a purpose, that there's blacks here with a purpose, that there's whites here with a purpose. I love that everyone has a purpose here. And if we were all the same, it'd be boring. I love life. I love everything that I experience. And so that strengthens your aura. That strengthens your spiritual identity. Oh, come on in here. And other ways to strengthen is through meditation, breath work, getting the sunlight. I can tell you this right now. I know people right now, I don't have no energy. I'm fatigued. I'm feeling weak. I'm feeling, listen, you don't get no sunlight. You go out maybe once or twice a week, if that, and you're out for a couple of minutes. You're not really out in the sun. You don't sit out there and for hours and bathe. I mean, you're not there. So getting natural sunlight, eating clean foods, okay? Sleeping, that's the number one thing too. Sleeping. Sleep help to recharge our brain and our heart. As we talked about before, those are the two powerful houses in your body. So if the heart is fucked up and the brain is fucked up, then everything else is gonna be fucked up. You're gonna wonder why you're getting headaches. You're gonna wonder why, your poop is coming out green. It hurts when you go poop. It hurts when you pee. Whatever. Because bitch, something ain't right. The heart space is not strong enough, and the brain might not be neither. Going into exercise. A lot of you don't like to exercise, bitch. Get out and run. Get out and walk. Bitch, you can walk, walk, walk. You don't gotta get out and run and do all this other shit. Bitch, stop being lazy. Get up off your ass. Okay? Connecting with nature. I made it a habit, y'all, for the past 2 years to talk to these trees over here. Now, when I first came over here, these trees were dying and they were begging. Okay, they were like, girl, they were oozing sap. And they were like saying with the sap, baby, come and get me. Because no bugs wanted to fertilize them. They felt so alone. And I literally was seeing the sap coming out these plum trees, and I'm just like, oh, this is sad. These trees are dying. And so I made it an effort every single day, y'all. I kid you not. I walk these dogs, and Bella be looking at the tree and me when I be talking to these things, honey, these trees, and I haven't named them. Okay, one of them, her name is Martha. But anyway, I named these trees, and I talk to these trees, and literally, these trees are getting better. They're strong. They're producing. I'm seeing new branches spread out all the time. Of course, the gardeners come and they crop the motherfuckers away, but I'm always talking to them. When I have extra leftover water in my car, I go dump it out at the root of the tree. So either way, connecting with nature, playing in the grass, talking to the trees, touching the trees. That's what I do. I touch them with my power hand and say, Martha, it's okay, blah, blah, blah. One good time, I kid y'all not, this is about maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I put my hand on a tree and I'm talking to this tree. And I can't remember if I called her Augustine or not. I can't remember. I called her Augustine or Agatha. I don't know. Can't remember. Anyway, and when I put my hand on this thing, y'all, it felt like this tree was growing up. Like my eyes were closed. I'm touching the tree, and it felt like it was sprouting upwards. So I opened my eyes because, bitch, I'm like, wait a minute. Did this tree drop down and get me? But no, bitch. That was just my imagination, honey. Anyway, keeping your thoughts and vibrations high. Once again, isolating yourself, baby. If you feel like you want to manifest, if you feel like you healthy, if you feel like you're vibrant, if you say, baby, I'm feeling like a boss bitch today, bitch, yeah, yeah, I gotta let you go. If a bitch don't feel like a boss bitch, if a bitch ain't seeing you as a boss bitch, bitch, I gotta let you go. You see me as a layman bitch, and I'm seeing you as one too. I gotta keep it going. Okay, going into once again, these are things to strengthen your aura. Things, okay, that will weaken your aura. And I will tell you this, and I will always tell you this. Let's get into this right now. Can we get into this right now? Because a lot of you don't want to hear this, and I understand that. But I'm speaking to you from love, okay? Madam Merkaba is speaking to you through love, okay? When our aura is weak, we're more prone to physical illnesses, and we are unconsciously inviting energetic intrusions by external energies into our field. And that also goes into people that we don't vibe with. Bitch, if you're not connected to my frequency, I don't have to connect with you. I don't have to sit here and exchange energy, talk with you, sit with you, eat with you. I don't have to do that. And you can't tell me I have to. You can't force to do a motherfucking thing. It's my free will, just like you have a free will. I can choose who and what I want in my life on a day to day basis, just like you can do so. And you should do so. That's actually spiritual hygiene, good spiritual hygiene. But these are the things that will contribute to an unhealthy, deteriorating aura. Low vibrational music and words. Now, you may not know what that is. People think cuss words is low vibrational. It's not, girl. I cuss a lot, and my vibration is nowhere being low, honey. I cuss a lot, baby. I have an auntie Marcella. She was the very first woman I heard cussing. Growing up, my aunties and mom and them, they had respect. They had truth to them, honey. They weren't cursing like that unless you pissed them off. If you pissed them off, you motherfucker, you know. But my auntie Marcella, girl, she cussed if she was happy. She cussed if she was mad. She cussed when she was feeling good. Like you were like, wait, I don't understand this. So you got to learn through her. Okay, you know what? Cursing is good. It's healthy. And so anyway, low vibrational music and words, meaning sad music. Sad, should I give up or should I? Oh, girl, listen, we love Adele. I just had to throw that up because I just came to my mind right now. We love Adele. But songs like that and just, the depressed songs and I want to die inside. And when you walked away, my heart fell out. Like, girl, nobody want to hear that shit. Bitch, you can walk away all day long, bitch. My heart is still gonna be where it's at, baby, because you don't control my heart. I don't give a fuck if you my husband. I don't give a fuck if we were married for 40, 50, 60, 70 years, but you're not me. You're not gonna go be judged in front of Christ for me. You're not gonna go to jail for me if I commit a motherfucking crime. So, bitch, you can, hello, keep what you got going on. Heavier emotions. That means hold on to things that do not serve you. People offended you. Maybe you're being a little too personal. This will create a weak aura, going into depression, going into anxiety. Once again, I told y'all I was diagnosed with anxiety. I don't feel like I ever got over that, but I definitely manage it very well without the use of alcohol and drugs. Prolonged stress. Stress and worry. A lot of you don't even know you're worrying, but You do. Or a lot of people don't know they're stressed, but you are. I can feel that on people. That's the reason why, once again, if I feel like people are being stressed out about anything, I keep my distance. And there's no shade to anybody. I do not connect with you because I do not, I feel like if you're stressed, you cannot be blessed. You cannot get gifts from the universe when you're worrying about shit that does not mean nothing to you. You got to know everything's going to work out the way it should work out and keep it moving. Going into the next thing, stored trauma. We don't want to heal ourselves, but we want to manifest everything. You cannot manifest the life that you want, the dream you want, and have a strong spiritual, energetic power to you if you have stored trauma. And you know when people have trauma because people get sensitive about certain stuff. Oh, honey, a couple of months ago, maybe a year ago, honey, I had a conversation with somebody about something very serious and deep. It had nothing to do with them, but they took on the trauma as if it was their own. So I'm like, oh, they're talking about their own trauma. And sure enough, they were traumatized. They had their own experience. And I was like, oh, I knew that because you were already becoming defensive and I wasn't even talking about you. I just made a statement in general. Going into eating organic foods, inorganic foods, or inorganic substances. So, of course, we know a lot of processed foods, starchy foods, foods that is not natural and of the earth. I keep telling people that I'm 90% vegan, but I'm actually 90% plant based. Okay. 90% plant based. Okay. Okay. There you go. Let's talk about it, honey. Excessive use of technology. I know people, honey, they can never turn off the phone and sleep. They can never spend time by themselves in darkness. They got to be on the phone. They got to be on the internet. They got to be on YouTube. They got to be on IG. They got to be on watching TV shows. They just got to be in with technology. And we know that technology is EMF. If you've never heard of that, look that up. Electronic magnetic fields. Okay, that comes from the cell phones. That comes from cell phone towers. That comes. Look at what that is. You do research on that. Poor sleeping. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Even if, okay, Oshun, okay, even if Oshun came knocking and she said, "Baby girl, I know you just went to bed, but I need you to wake up right now. Honey, I'm telling Oshun, listen, don't you, girl, don't you wake me up. Uh, People know that. You're not playing with my sleeping schedule, baby. Don't you do that. But people don't sleep right and they let people, like, girl, like I said, bitch, you're not fucking up my sleep. Bitch, I need 6 to 8 hours of sleep, baby, and you are not fucking it up. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're that pressed that you need to speak to me, and I don't have to tell you my sleeping schedule neither. Bitch, I don't gotta tell you, bitch. I went to bed at 1 o'clock. I'm waking up at 10 o'clock. Bitch, I call you when I'm free. If you're not free when I call you, bitch, we can keep it moving. Bitch, you're not gonna dictate, man, woman, boy, girl. You're not gonna dictate when you call me. Well, I'm only free in the morning. Well, it look like we never gonna talk then, or you just gonna get lucky when I'm ever up in the morning. Cause baby, I'm not. Yeah, we're not doing that, honey. Hello, sedentary lifestyles, y'all. That means you don't work out. You don't want to move your body. You don't want to do shit. And if you do it, girl, you gotta come back and you gotta pig the fuck out. Hello. I had a cousin, and I'm thinking about that right now. That just came to my mind. I have a cousin that was extreme obese. Rest in peace, honey. He passed away a couple of years ago of something with the heart. I don't think it was congestive heart failure. I think it was something else. But this man worked 12 hours a day, and he moved a lot. But when he ate, y'all, he ate plates of food. Like when people tell me what intermediate fasting was, I was like, well, that's kind of like what he did because he wouldn't eat all day. And then he would eat in that one sitting and he would pig the fuck out. Y'all, when I say he ate platters of food, bitch. He didn't eat like a plate. Girl, it was like, let me eat this, let me eat that, let me do like he would pig the fuck out. And anyway, so sedentary lifestyle. Like I said, he would work, right? But he would pig the fuck out. Okay. And girl, yeah, he like I said, he passed away, y'all, a couple of years ago. I think 2008, no, 2017, honey. Anyway, so sedentary lifestyle, honey, you gotta move. You gotta keep moving, y'all. There's no sitting down. When I sit down, I'm sleeping. Hello? Okay, that's the only time I'm sitting still, bitch. I'm sleeping or I'm on the toilet. Not to get gruesome about it, honey. When I'm in the shower, I'm not sitting still. And any other time, bitch, I'm not sitting still. Bitch, hello. You gotta keep on moving, okay? The next one is alcohol and drug abuse. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but bitch, I don't give a fuck about it. bitch. You never gonna be on this level consuming alcohol and consuming drugs. And I don't think I'm on a better level than you. I just think that my journey is different than yours. And I feel like my sense of connecting to nature is more important. Okay. And I'm gonna say that, bitch. I said it and I'm gonna stand by it. My sense of wanting to connect with nature and spirit is more important than what you see, because if you don't see it as that, then you wouldn't disconnect from nature. We know that there's a reasons why when the colonizers came into other countries that they got the people high and drunk. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna stop right there. There's a reason why the colonizers had to get their invaders, the people that invaded on, high or drunk. And you can do your research on that, honey, because it created a disconnection with your higher self. Your common sense left, your love for self left, your understanding for self left, and your connection to spirit left. So spirit didn't come in and say, "Hey, baby, listen, there's something not right here." So, like I say, anybody who claim to be connected to spirit and they got to get drunk and high to connect to spirit, bitch, they are not connecting with a greater God. Okay, we'll leave that there. And last but not least, a disconnection from nature. How many times you go outside and sit in nature? Okay, how many times do you sit there and you know just say, "Ooh, this feels so good." How many picnics in the park have you had? How many barbecues in the park have you had? Do you sit there and connect, or do you just say, "Oh, I gotta go"? Okay, that's pretty much it for me, honey. And let me read y'all comments before I go, honey. I said 30 minutes, y'all. We're an hour and 16 minutes in here. Oh my God, girl. Come on here, Jalia. Yes, honey. Good night, Julie V. That's right. Love and light, new moon. That's right. Yes, honey. Come on here, Jay. How you doing? Yes, honey, Jalia. How you doing? Come on, Julie G. I thought you said you want to bed. She said good night. What is this? Did she say she going to bed? She said good night, right? Did she say she going to bed? What? What? What you want? What you want? What you want? What you want? You gotta go to bed. 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 Y'all listen, y'all. Let me check out something. I'm excited about something right now. Now y'all gonna listen. I don't know if I should. Let me not share that because yeah, that's a little too much. I got excited about something. Let me not share that, honey. You can share too much, honey. A lot of numbers resonating. Come on in here, numbers. Yes, honey. Al, hi everyone. Sent my dog Casey healing. She's really sick. Been in emergency 3 times since Wednesday. We're definitely sending her healing. Um, is she an older dog? And what is her diet like? Dee Dee. Um, going into Bella and Anubis, Royal Canine is the food I give them. I do not give them any food, even back in the day when I was not able to get Royal Canine because it's a little bit expensive. I used to get Pure Balance from Walmart. I did not get foods that have dyes and stuff on it, and people do not know. But yes, feeding your dog processed foods like yourself will create health problems. So now in the past 2 years, honestly, since I had Bella, I feed them pumpkins, chia seeds, flax seeds, blueberries, string beans, corn. I give them treats that have navy beans, rosemary. What the hell is it? It got a whole bunch of shit in it. Blueberry extract. So I'm feeding them great. And Anubis is an older dog, so that's how I keep his coat healthy, his vision good. I told y'all the story. I went to a vet. Was it 2017? 2017. Damn, time fly. No, it wasn't 2017. It was 2000 and what was that? Was it 2017? Oh my God, y'all, I'm gonna have to make a phone call to find out. So Anubis and I, we were going to be going to no, it was 2018 or 2019. It just hit me right now. It was 2019, December 2019. There we go. December 2019, Anubis and I was going to be going on a trip to Arizona because of course y'all know Arizona is one of my favorite places. Anyway, so we were booked and ready to go. And before we went, y'all, I had to go do shop. I had to take him to the vet also to get shit. So the vet that I went to, I knew someone right because the vet wasn't there, but her daughter was there. Her stanky ass, fish face shaped ass, bitch ass daughter was there. Okay. She was shaped like a blowfish bitch. So mama was trying to probe Anubis' booty. And I was just like, bitch, I've never knew my dog when he get a physical that they got a 600 up his ass. Like, girl, he's getting flown on an airplane, girl. he come here every year. Y'all know ain't no wrong with the $10. Why you want to probe my baby's booty? So girl, Anubis wasn't having it. So she was like, "Ooh, he's vicious." No, ma'am, he's not vicious. You're trying to stick something up my dog's ass. He's not okay with that, hun. So then after that, Mama's trying to check his ear. Now, Mama could have just put the scope in his ear, y'all. But Mama is like really trying to stick it in there. So, bitch, he's letting her know, bitch, you're going too deep. So then she's like, okay, I'm gonna have to try one more thing, and if this does not work, then now mind y'all, at any given time, he never snapped at this lady, he never bit this lady, he never did none of that. She gonna put on the paper to get on this airplane that she don't recommend that he goes on a plane because he's a vicious ass dog. So bitch, I said no, bitch. When we get to the airport gonna see that he's a nice dog, and they're not gonna do shit. So y'all, we get there. I go through the TSA. Girl, take off my damn shoes. Take off my girl. I was half ass naked basically. Get inside the airport, y'all. Okay. Listen, I'm not getting into that story. But the vet tried to tell me, oh, we need to run some tests on him, but we know you don't got time today. And I said, what kind of test you need to run on my baby? And she said, well, I think he has heart disease. I think that he also has something with his back leg because when I tried to stretch it, it was locking up. I also think he has some type of arthritis on his front paw. I also think there's something in his neck. I think that there's something going on with his left nostril. I think his tongue can't fully shut. Like this bitch was giving a whole list of problems, y'all. And I said, ma'am, I'm gonna let you know this right now. I won't be coming back to this vet. I enjoyed bringing my dog here for the past 6 years. I don't know if the older woman is your mother or not, but I enjoyed her and the ladies that will clip his nails stuff, all the good stuff. And but I was like, I will not be bringing this dog back. I will also be leaving a nice review. And then I said I also, um, you know, read the paper where you said that you do not recommend this dog to get on any plane as if he's vicious and he's going to attack someone. I said I have nephews. My dog's never attacked my nephews. And he's been around my nephews since they were like newborns. So anyway, y'all, girl, this bitch tried to say Anubis had all these illnesses, y'all. So of course I panic, without even listening to the spirit. I panic and I'm like, oh my God, I need to make sure I feed him a lot of coconut oil. I need to make sure I feed him a lot of this and that, clean his blood, blah, blah, blah. I'm going into all this good shit. And spirit is all like, bitch, they were trying to scam you for some money. So I'm like, wait a minute, where they? And so, y'all, I had to think about it for a minute. And I was like, what are the signs of a dog with heart disease? Now, y'all, I want y'all to pay attention to this. Now, Anubis have allergies, and I knew it. And I told her he had allergies. But Mama was trying to tell me that he had a heart issue because I told her that he would sneeze and he would do this little wheezing noise. And she's like, yeah, that's heart disease, whatever. So, y'all, mind y'all, Anubis have not done this, y'all, since 2019. 2019, he has not done this at all. Okay, Anubis ice used to also get runny. It does not do that no more. So I don't know if he had allergies and I cleared them up, but whatever he had, it's gone now. But girl, that bitch was trying to say all this shit. So girl, like I said, I put him on a very clean diet. That's when I started buying Royal Canine. And girl, like I said, he's doing great. He's doing beautiful. Bella is a year and a half, honey. He keeps up with Bella greatly, honey. Hello. Okay. Okay, bitch, he don't lose no motherfucking sleep, and the motherfucker could jump up and down whenever the fuck he wants to. The bitch said his back legs is injured. This motherfucker could jump into a damn Jeep. This motherfucker could jump into a 4x4 Ram truck, bitch. And anybody know about a 4x4 Ram truck, bitch? Those trucks are off the fucking ground. He got no problem jumping in and out that shit. Going into beds, bitch. My bed is currently 2.5 feet off the ground. When we go to hotels, those hotels be 3 feet off the ground, bitch. That motherfucker have no problem jumping up and down on the bed, and he doesn't say, mama, can you help me? Yeah. So I said, bitch, that blowfish bitch was a fucking lie. And I wrote a nasty ass review on underneath that comment too, bitch. I sure did, girl. I said, bitch, I won't be coming back. Say your money. The bitch is a liar, and she want her money. Talk about $600 for some fucking blood work. And I said, girl, bye. And I said, Spirit, I need you to get her together. Girl, to make a long story short, y'all, they shut down that veterinarian place. Hello, hallelujah, hello. I'm not saying, but I am saying, Spirit said, bitch, don't worry about it. She gonna get got for putting that fear in you, for fucking with you like that. Bitch, don't mess with my anointed, honey. I did nothing to her clownfish looking ass. She gonna try to tell my baby got something and coming for my baby and shit, girl. Ooh, I should whoop her ass. You wanna go get her? You wanna look for Ming Sing? Clownfish bitch. Anyway, so anyway, yeah, give your dog a good diet, okay? I'm Dee Dee. Come on in here, White Heart. Yes, honey. Get better, Casey. That's right. Sending love and light to Casey. Ever since I moved to the country, my internet sex I most likely will be disconnected. So have a good weekend. You too, I'm ZD, and get that worked out, honey. Don't let the devil stop you from making your dream happen. You know what I mean? Don't let the devil stop you and this opposing energy stop you from having fun. Do your research, okay, Dee? Alcohol and cigarettes are rough on the body. Listen, I'm not judging. I'm not judging. People I love dearly all smoked. I said in my past life, I had to be a smoker. I had to be a smoker. In my past life, I hate cigarette butts. I think they're disgusting. Um, I told you in California, they passed a law on that. One of my neighbors keep putting their cigarette butts in the fucking parking lot. It disgusts me. Bitch, I said I'm about if I when I see his ass, I'm gonna check his ass. I've not seen his ass yet, but I'm gonna check his ass when I see him, y'all, because I'm disgusted by that shit. Cigarettes is so disgusting. It makes you stink. Okay. No tea, no shade. I know people that smoke. Uh when I went to go get my mom is a smoker. When I went to go get my mom in a rental that I had, I told her while we're in this car, you can't smoke. I don't know why I did not pass that message on to other people because that smell lingers. Okay, it lingers. It lingers in your house, it lingers in your car. And so anyway, I'm not a fan of that shit. I'm not a fan of shit at all, honey. So I'm like, yeah, I think this moment on people who smoke, yeah, honey, while we're in the car, yeah, there's no smoking. If you want to get out the car and smoke, then you need to be out the car for some time so that doesn't follow you in. Because, like I said, it's hard to get that smell out of your car. It's hard, honey. And I don't know, maybe because I just have a good strong nose, I can really smell it. But it's like, oh, honey, like, yeah, honey, Even like, no shade, girl, no shade. Like I said, I know a lot of people that smoke. A lot of people I know smoke dearly, honey. Going into a hotel, I went on a trip and I kept, as I was falling asleep, I kept smelling cigarettes. I'm like, why does it smell like cigarettes? I totally forgot that I was with someone who smoked. Like, I don't know how, but really, I really forgot. I had to get my Lysol spray that shit up. And I'm like, normally I travel with my filter. And I'm like, maybe I need to start doing that again. But I'm like, yeah, I think, yeah. I think that, yeah. Like I said, I'm not a fan of cigarette smell. It's disgusting. It makes me nauseous. It hurts my head sometimes. Like, yeah, I'm not a fan of that shit. But anyway, it does a lot of shit to the body, especially secondhand smoke, honey. Um, I get it just like inviting people into your house. You invite the energy, and yes, you do. And sex is the most potent one because you're actually opening up all of your levels. We're interdimensional beings, and you have sex, you're opening yourself up. That's what I be saying. Like it really blows my mind that people be claiming to be spiritual, but they don't understand that. Like they don't understand the process of sex. They don't understand the process of eating. They don't understand the process of opening your mouth to shit. Like, girl, it's crazy to me. Like thinking about it, like people really don't understand that concept. And some people will be like, "I'm very spiritual." I keep telling them, like, "Yeah, I do believe spirituality is very thin between sexual." But I'm like, "Honey, you can find one good person, two good people." Okay, depends on if you got a flip side, and get all your fun. Okay, honey, you don't need a new dick every day, a new vagina every day to get your fulfillment. If that's the case, there's something you're lacking. There's something going on internally that you're trying to seek in these people, and this is why things are fucked up for you. And that's just truth. So once again, inviting people into your bodies, you're a bold. Sexually is the strongest. Obviously, hugging people would be the second, right? Exchange will be the third. And what I mean by that, or talking would be the third. Hi, bye, having conversation will be the third. When I'm saying the third, I mean the furthest way of making or breaking you. So talking is low, but it can still make or break your energy. Hugging is the next step up from that, and then intercourse is really like bam. Okay, so you got to be very mindful of what energy you're letting inside of you, okay? Or you're entering your shit into. Okay, come on in here. Good morning, Liquor Spot. Yes, honey. Laika. Laika's pod, honey. Come on in here. Good morning, beautiful souls. I know that's right. Al. Right. In love different. I know that's right. Builds charisma. You said it right. I love different. Me too, honey. Ow. Hey, 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 hey. Bitch, you done lost your mind. You don't lost, bitch, you done lost your fucking mind. Speaking of love and admiration, lost your fucking mind. This bitch trying to tell me to get the fuck up off here, y'all. Bella jealous, y'all, because I'm on here with y'all. Okay. Okay. Good night, as in hello. Okay. Bella is jealous, y'all, because I'm on here with y'all. She's pawing at me and she shouted, said, Mama, can you get the fuck up off of here? I'm ready for you to give me attention. And I don't know why she's doing that because I really don't pay attention to the little hoe like that. She like for me to call her hoe and bitch and all that. Oh, come on in here like a pod. Yeah. Try to hang some clothes in the sun. You said it. You said it, honey. That's the only real clean. Okay. Hello. Yes, honey. Yes. Good night. Okay. Good night, as in hello, good evening. Okay. Yes, honey. I know that's right, honey. Scamming vets. That's crazy. Listen, everybody in to making some money. Everybody's in to making some money. See, I've caught on to these scams lately, Jay. I've caught on to these motherfuckers. So they be thinking they slick. Like, let me tell you a good example. I went down there to Kia, right? I said, bitch, let me go into Kia and ask some motherfucking questions. And I be god motherfucking damn if this motherfucker told me one thing and then I went to another person at the same place. They told me something different, and then mysteriously the motherfucker was gone, bitch, for a week. Oh, he's on vacation. We don't know when he's coming back. And I'm just like, that is so odd. So, bitch, then I spoke with the manager, and the manager had the audacity to tell me, the one that supervised everything, that things happen. I said, honey, let me tell you one motherfucking thing. You're a corporation. There's a protocol to how you guys do things. You guys are trained on the exact same protocol. Everybody has American Tire, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Audi. Okay, I'm thinking of the places I've been to or own cars. Anyway, they all have their own rules and regulations and their slogans. After our 21 point, we do 21 point inspections for free, whatever. So it's like, bitch, what is y'all slogan that everybody knows something different? Bitch, I dragged them in that motherfucking review too, honey. I dragged the fuck out of them. But anyway, everybody's in the field of scamming when they need money. Matter of fact, when I went into Kia, a lady had just got a Kia, was it an EV? Those new Kias, y'all. EV, a Kia EV. Y'all can look it up, girl. Nice car too. Uh, Girl, mama was like, I just got this car. I haven't even made my first payment, and my car's already leaking oil. And a guy gonna tell her, ma'am, um, the warranty doesn't cover that because we only cover certain seals, but the seal that got busted, we don't cover that seal. Girl, this lady wanted to cry, and I literally was like, "It's not my business. It's not my business." But I literally was gonna be like, "Baby girl, you've only got that car for 45 days. I will definitely try to take them to court because." And I listen, I was gonna tell her I would take the ass to court because bitch, they on some shady ass shit right now. Okay, hello. Scammer, they all scammers. Okay. Joanna scammers, they need honey. Hello. I was distracted while this live was going on. After watch, of course you were distracted. You always distracted, motherfucker. No I'm playing. Mystic, did you hear the Shango Pox just reached San Francisco? Listen, let me tell you one motherfucking thing. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing about the Shango Pox. Let me tell you what they. Let me tell you what I'm thinking. Now, no, wait. I can't really go into that. I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this. I feel like we're in some type of Planet of the Ape um, movie or something, and I've been feeling that way since the panoramic. And I find it so odd because monkeypox have always been around, right? I just find it so odd that when they say that we've reached a good perspective with the CR-19 and then USSR got into it, I was just like, okay, girl, we coming to a closure. But then all of a sudden they say that monkeys escaped out of a laboratory or something. I don't know, some crazy shit. And then all of a sudden, there's some type of ape condition going around. And I'm just like, first of all, you're going to get it through sex anyway. So listen, I ain't worried about that. Then it said, man on man sex is greater. Listen, honey, I'm a woman. Okay, I'm a woman, honey. We're talking about anatomically not, but biologically I am. Oh, come on here, bitch. See, ow, you girls, so y'all can't be taking that. See, what I want to do is when a woman tells me that I'm not a woman, or you're not a real woman, well, baby, let's do a blood test. Let's see what your levels of estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone are. We'll see where your lutein phase is located at. Can we do that? Where's your lutein phase at? Okay. Where's that at, honey? Okay. Where is it at? Okay. Don't quote me on lutein. Okay. I'm thinking of an eye. I think that's a eye vitamin, honey. Anyway. There's a phase of when a woman is pregnant and it's not oxytocin. It's not that, it's another one. Anyway, honey, where's your blood work? Okay, we can compare and contrast. Boo boo. Okay, we can compare and contrast, honey. Okay. So anyway, I'm not too concerned about the monkeypox. I don't be in too close a proximity with people. You know, girl, my monkey ain't getting beaten right now anyway, so I don't gotta worry about none of that. Okay, and honey, you could say hi from a distance, okay, and call it a day. Okay, that's what and that's why I keep telling y'all too. Well, let me not tell y'all my secret, because then y'all gonna there ain't gonna be no more of these motherfuckers available, honey. Never mind. Like cigarettes though, and they smoke them with their windows rolled up. Oh my god. Oh my. We literally, we literally, we literally. I want to look up in relation to cigarettes and crack, or cigarettes and meth. What is the link with that? Because from a secondhand perspective, when we smell it, it makes us dizzy and lightheaded. I'm like, you can't tell me the smokers don't feel that. So it's like, do they like that buzzing, rotating, spinning feeling? Like, do they like that feeling? But anyway, when we traveled not too long ago, we saw that everywhere where we went to, Jay. Everywhere. They're sitting here puffing with the window rolled up, just puffing. And I'm just like, damn, hot boxing with cigarettes? Bitch, I done lost their goddamn mind. You already lost your mind because you're a smoker, but you definitely lost your motherfucking mind because you hotbox with a fucking cigarette. Just fucking disgusting, honey. Anyway, working at McDonald's, I used to handle customers that ordered and the smell just rushed at my nose. Oh my God. Well, imagine you being a non smoker. You go to a restaurant. That's what turned me off with Burger King. I do not eat at Burger King. I've not ate Burger King in almost 8 years. Okay. McDonald's, I've not ate McDonald's outside of their French fries. And would say almost 5 years. Okay. But imagine going to a restaurant, you're hungry and you're a non-smoker, you hate cigarette smoke, and you go to this restaurant, they pass you your food, you open the bag of food, and cigarette smoke rush to you. That's what happened to me and a friend of mine back in 2016, I believe. 2016, 2017. We went to go get Burger King. Burger King was the only one open. They opened until 3 o'clock in the morning at that time. No, they're open 24/7. No, they opened until 3, then they opened back up again at 4:30. And so anyway, we ordered. Honey, I got my bag, opened that bag, and a rush of cigarette smoke hit me. Now, at first I looked up because I thought maybe somebody was smoking around the car with the vents open. This is probably like 1 something in the morning. It wasn't. I went ahead and asked the worker at the time, "Is there a smoker back there?" And they were like, "Yeah, our cook is." I said, "Oh my god, I need you to smell this right here." Oh, well, honey, I was so disturbed, y'all. I was so disturbed. I was like, "Yeah, I want my money back." Oh, we can give you a gift card. No, no, no. Mm-mm. You don't got to worry about the gift card, baby. I won't be eating that gift card, bitch. You don't got to worry about me getting no damn gift card. Yeah, no, thank you, mom. Go ahead, keep that. Yeah, ma'am. No, thank you. I'll pass. Mm. Yeah, honey. Yeah. Mm-mm. Like I said, more power to people, but I don't know what that is with smoking. I think if you've been smoking, like I said, for 30 years. I'm like, okay, I feel like that could be habitual, like real strong habitual. But even then, I told you my grandmother started smoking at 12. My grandma stopped smoking in her 70s. She went cold turkey. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay. I don't know what that is, honey. Okay. Anyway, listen, y'all. No, just no, not the atmosphere was toxic. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl, it was horrible. Jay was so, it was so horrible, honey. That's why I'm like, I encourage people who are addicted to drugs, cigarettes, alcohol, doesn't matter. I encourage you to seek why you are, what's drawn you to this substance. What do you feel? What do you feel? I remember back in the day, and it just hit me right now. We had a neighbor named Jeanette. Oh my God. Jeanette was Hawaiian and white. And this don't mean nothing, but they called her white girl. That's what I'm saying is she was Hawaiian and white. She had a white dad and a Hawaiian mother. And I believe her mother was Filipino Hawaiian. Anyway, her name was Jeanette. And Jeanette would be smoking these cigarettes, y'all. And I remember, y'all, I was probably like, I think I was in the third grade. I remember, yeah, I was in the third grade. Yeah, my teacher, I remember my teacher, and I'm seeing her right now. Mama had nails and stuff. And she would always have on red lipstick and these red heels. Girl, I don't care what she wore, y'all. Red lipstick, red heels. Anyway, Mama was sitting there just puffing a cigarette, just puffing all the time she smoked. Girl. And if it wasn't like a cigarette just got finished, 5 minutes later, she'd light another one. Girl, my mom was all like, is everything okay with you? She's like, yeah. And why, why, yes. And my mom, yeah, I'm overhearing this. And my mom was all like, I'm noticing the way you're smoking your cigarettes. And, you know, I notice only two types of people do that. And the two type of people that do that are crackheads who can't get a fix. So they're sucking on cigarettes like a crack pipe, or people who like to suck a lot of dick. And I just want to make sure because I don't get down with none of that tea. And she's like, no, 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 no. She's like, maybe the second one might be right. And then she started going into the story, y'all. And I remember this like it was yesterday, girl. She started going into the story how she was dating this guy. They would have sex so many times a day, and before she met him, she was not into none of this. That. So anyway, I thought about that, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. When people be sitting there like she replaced smoking because she never smoked until after her and this man broke up. She replaced smoking with doing the doing. This is her own words, honey, not me assuming. She replaced smoking cigarettes with sucking dick. Like, yeah, I used to suck a lot of D. Now I'm smoking on cigarettes. So it's like, yeah, what's causing you to risk your health and money? Like you're losing money right now, especially right now, honey. Cigarettes is $10 and some cents a pack. You lose the money and you're wrecking your health. And like I said, a body odor comes from people. Like you may not stink like with your clothes on, but yeah, honey, we're talking about when you start sweating and you start getting hot and bothered, honey. Yeah, a smell come out of you, and you can't change that. And like I said, for the smokers I have smelled showering after they showered, and smokers I have smelt naked. Yeah, honey, it was like a weird, like not I don't even know how to even describe the smell. It's a stale smell though, very stale, almost like an old fart. If you had to ask me, like a stale farty smell, and sometimes it smell mildewish, depending on I would think how much they smoke. So I'm like, yeah, what's causing you to be drawn to that? I encourage you to do your research into that, and also going into spirits and saying, can you break this habit? Because it's like, yeah, there's something with that. I don't know what that is. I think everyone have their own reason, but it's like there's something with that. Because back in the day, people thought it was cute and sexy. This is in the '60s. Ain't nobody tell nobody that it's cute and sexy to smoke a cigarette. You let me know if somebody's saying that it's so hot outside of a fetish. It's so hot that you're smoking right now. It make you want to. Oh yeah, girl. I gotta go. I gotta listen. Reminds me when I see my mama to ask her about the Jeanette story. Remind me when I see my mama to ask her about the Jeanette story so y'all can hear my mom say it. I remember that shit like it was yesterday, honey. I remember that shit was like it was yesterday. I said, "Oh hell no." I was like, "Oh hell no." How does that even work? Like how what? Like wait, what? What, honey? And now that I'm older and now I'm like, "Oh yeah, bitch, there's no way that worked." Honey. Yeah, there's no way, honey. The smell gets in the seat, it emanates from the fingers. You said it. You said it. Oh my God. And I really think it depends on what cigarette you smoke too. Like Newport smokers, I don't care nobody say. Newport smokers smell the worst. Newport smokers. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's because it's long. I don't know. I don't know. Menthol excuse me, Newports smell the worst, and I'm not a fan of it. I was even looking up online, and I had to be for sure not too long ago because I was like, is it sanitary to smoke cigarettes and to touch food and stuff and your face and all that? And it actually said it's not. It says that there's so many toxins and chemicals in cigarettes that after you're done smoking, you should wash your hands. And I'm like, I think there's only one smoker I know that have done that, honestly, before touching their face and food and all that. There's only one smoker that I've ever seen do that. So I'm like, ooh, that's a little disturbing, honey. And I'm a bit of a germaphobe, but I'm still like, yeah, yeah, that's like kind of like me. Yeah, that's kind of like me. Yeah, before I dig in my pants, touch my anything, booty, I feel like these are membranes, honey. I'm not gonna be touching on a quarter that's dirty and then rub myself. Oh yeah, girl. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I ain't touching no dirty money and sticking my finger in my mouth, sticking my fingers in my ears, in my eyes, in my nose. Oh yeah, honey. Yeah. Oh no, no mucous membrane, honey. I pass on that. Mm-mm. God bless America. Mm. Oh God, I'm getting itchy thinking about it right now. Hell no. Mm-mm. You couldn't pay me enough. I don't care if it was an acting commercial. You couldn't pay me enough, honey. They taught us about the ads to promote cigarettes. Oh, you said it. Oh, mm-mm. Like I said, more power to the children. Okay. If you are a smoker, I'm not buying your cigarettes. So don't worry about my comment, honey. I don't buy your cigarettes, honey. I will definitely encourage you once again to look into what's making you want to smoke though. Very interesting. And going into brain cells, I was looking up too. It said that cigarette smoke fuck up your brain cells. So people who smoke cannot think and rationalize as non-smokers. Like I did my research and I was like, let me make sure, because I like to look up shit. Yeah, honey. People that smoke, it fries your brains. Anything that does with chemical substance to your brain. Smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, smoking crack, meth, going into smelling fumes of gasoline, smelling fumes of markers, smelling fumes of dyes. Any chemical fumes could fuck up your brain, but it's worse when you're consuming it, when you're actually inhaling, exhaling. So I'm like, ooh, that's creepy to even fucking think about. Ooh, girl. Yeah, let me go. Let me go, honey. I get some parts when I find out peers have started smoking cigarettes. Ooh, that turns me off. I will not date a man who smokes cigarettes. You know how many guys I've seen, Jay, that was so hot, so sexy. I'm like, ooh, never seen them smoke or anything. Like, damn, he's a banging ass nigga. Like, damn, he's amazing. Honey, when I see that cigarette come out, I'm like, yep, never mind. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And I know a guy that said he was a social smoker. I'm like, what the fuck is a social smoker, bitch? You're the smoker, you don't smoke. Like, honey, my life is never that fucked up to where I want to end it prematurely. My life is never that fucked up that I want to get intoxicated from drinking to not experience what I'm experiencing. My life is never too fucked up to where I got to get high to escape my natural reasoning for the experience that I'm experiencing. And like I said, my life would never be fucked up to where I gotta smoke to deprive myself of oxygen to get a clearer understanding, bitch. Ain't girl. Ain't yeah. Whatever stress you out, bitch, you gotta let that shit go. You gotta let that shit go, bitch. Whatever is stress you out, you gotta let that shit go. Cause that's stress. That's stress, honey. Like I said, I knew people. I know that everybody have their own smoking habits, but most people I know that smoke cigarettes, they would smoke a lot. It's like my grandma was a chain smoker. Like once one was done, she would smoke again. And I'm like, this lady experienced a lot. So she was like a mother of a lot of kids. She had a lot of grandchildren. Even as her being my grandma when she was living, she always had grandkids at her house. She had to take care of my uncle, my older cousin who was mentally ill. So it's like, girl, my grandma had a lot on her plate. So I'm like, I can see that. Going to other people, I'm like, bitch, they be young, 20s, 30s, 40s. They be having no kids. Only thing they got is a man or a woman. And they'll be like, oh, they'll have a job too. And I'm just like, okay, so either your man or woman is stressing you out or your job is stressing you out. And whichever one, though, both of those things are replaceable. Both those things are disposable. Like you can live without this woman or this man, and you can live without this job. So it's like, yeah, honey, I would, yeah. Like I said, me personally, yeah, honey, yeah, mm-mm. Honey, yeah, you'll catch me there before that, honey. Mm-mm. Anyway, let me go. Not even a cigar. Ooh, listen. No, I have smoked a cigar. I didn't like it. I had a client that gave me a lot of money. He gave me so much money to do it, and he gave me so much money to buy a cigar. Um, he gave me, I believe, almost $600 to go get a cigar. And I lived by a very fancy cigar place at this time. And I asked the man, "What's your most expensive cigar here?" And he was like, "This one." And I said, "What does it taste like?" And when he described that taste, I said, "Mm-mm." So he said, "So if something lighter, this is your first one, I advise you to get this one." So I spent $100. And when I tell you, not only did I not like the way it made me feel, my head was hurting, I was dizzy, I felt like my eyes were tight. Honey, my apartment smelled like cigars for 7 days. Mind you, I cleaned with bleach. At that time, a lot of bleach. Bleach, Comet, Pine Sol. Sometime I would like scented candles and I would spray air fresheners. When I tell you that that cigar smell was so potent, I even took a fan and blew the fan out of the window to pull the air out, honey. That shit stunk. And honey, it was for 2 minutes. Literally, I got on there, I did it for him. We were done. And he was like, "Would you ever do this again?" And I was like, "No, hell no." Because I thought, bitch, it wasn't going to have a flavor to it. I thought it was just going to be like me lighting sage and me smelling the smoke of sage. Honey, it was nothing like that. That shit was bad. So I'm like, honey, that's a fucking cigar. So imagine something with taste, ooh, or something that has 52 chemicals in it, like rat poisoning, and ooh, yeah, bitch, you know, bitch, you definitely done lost your damn mind. You know, lost your motherfucking mind, honey. Lost your mind. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. Bella's really bugging me, honey. She's like, "Mama, I'm tired," and she want me to lay down with her. You want me to go down with you? Want me to go down and sleep with you? You want to go down and sleep with you, huh? You want to go to sleep and you want mama to lay right by you? Huh? Want me to cuddle with my mama? She want me to cuddle with her. You want your mama to cuddle with you. You don't need me to cuddle with you. You just a little baby. You don't need me to cuddle with you. You can sleep by yourself. Scared baby. Anyway, yes, honey. Jay just noticed new picture. I know that's right, honey. Ow, honey. Ow, ow, ow. Anyway, y'all, let me go, you guys, okay? It was great sharing this sacred space with you. I really appreciate you. I love you. I adore you. Shout out to my contributors, gifters, and of course, my viewers and those who interact with me, honey. Okay? I appreciate you all. I wish you all the best. Stay positive, stay protected. And also, as I always say, bitch, uh, don't let nobody deter you. If you need time, you need time. People will understand. People will love you and they will understand. Okay. And of course, finalizing it, namaste. Okay. Until next time, you guys, love and light.